everyone, this is Vera. Please welcome Vera to the show. Now, at the tender age of 7, Vera's world was turned upside down when her mother told her that the man who was raising her, Louis, may not be her father. In fact, Vera was told that another man, Cazell, could be her dad. So for the last 20 years, Vera's life has been filled with hurt, confusion, and a desperate craving to uncover the DNA truth. Watch.
I'm here today to find out if a man named Louis or if a man named Cazell is my father. My mother told me at the age of 7 that Cazell was my father, to stop dealing with Louis. I really would like Louis to be my father because we have more history. He got grandchildren by me, and we all share the last more. He's been there. Even when times got hard, he's not the perfect father, but he's my father. I'm sorry. I'm tired of explaining to my friends, you know, I have 2 fathers, and it's getting complicated. I'm grown. I'm ready for the end. I'm ready to stop being divided by 2 men.
We ought to make sure that everybody understands about Cazell. He wasn't in your life for 20 years because he was in prison.
Correct.
So Louis was your father figure during those 20 years.
You're absolutely right, because he's been there.
Both these gentlemen want to be your father. Who signed your birth certificate?
Louis.
Louis. But if Cazell is proved to be your father, how does that affect the bloodline?
That means that my 3rd cousin will be my sister.
By the way, he wasn't there in the beginning, but Cazell's been in your life for the last 4 or 5 years, right?
Yeah, he stepped up. He stepped up.
Before we meet Louis and Cazell, this is what they had to say. Watch.
I'm here today to find out if Vera's my daughter. I was the first one to hold her when she was born. I signed her birth certificate, and I was there for everything.
I know in my heart that Vera is my daughter. I have government paper to prove that I am her father.
It breaks my heart that Vera has to go through this. I'm tired of seeing her cry about it over and over. She needs to know.
I knew I had a child, but I spent 20 years in prison, and there wasn't nothing I could do.
I'm the one that taught her how to ride a bike when we took the training wheels off. I'm the one that pushed her and taught her how to swim in the park. I know I'm her father. Vera is Daddy's little girl.
I know Vera is my daughter because she looks just like me. I lost 20 years because I wasn't around, but now I'm ready to build a future with Vera.
We've been through so much together. We did so many things together. I don't know how I could take it if they say to me that I'm not her father.
Everybody, here's Louis. Welcome, Louis.
Nice to meet you. Good meeting you. Good to see you. Have a seat.
Louis.
Yes.
That's your girl?
Yes, it is.
It is.
That's Daddy's little girl.
Did you know about the existence of Cazell?
Not until about 4 or 5 years ago.
You think you'll be proved to be her father?
I'm sure I will, because, you know, I've been there for her all the time. From the day she was born, you know, her mother was laying on the table. She had to have cesarean. So when she was born, the doctor handed her to me. Right. So I'm standing there. My breath is the first breath she smelled. So from that point to this right here, you know.
You're kind of angry about this, in a way.
Yes, I'm angry about it, because if there was supposed to be another man, this should have came out 28 years ago.
All right, everybody, here's the other man in this story, Cazell. Good to see you, Cazell. Nice to meet you. Have a seat. You know, this is very funny because you're sure, Cazell, you're the father.
Yes.
Why?
I wound up going to penitentiary for 20 years. And so when I got back, I bound it with her again. So here we are.
You think you look like her?
Yeah.
And we're going to find out right now which one is your birth father. We want to say that Vera's mother, Regina, could not be with us on the show, but she did send a statement